Serial killers are those people who have engaged themselves in the act of killing more than one person in different situations or events and at different times. Below, we have collected a few of the serial killers who are completely dangerous and notorious. Let us find out more about them and what they did. Number 1. Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was an attention-seeking serial killer. He loved what he considered as importance given by the people residing in the United States, as they were scared terribly by the acts happening in their town. It was not quite clear why he was obsessed with killing mostly college-going women. Ted Bundy made it quite evident to the people that his target was mainly pointed to the western part of the United States. As days passed by, the number of people getting killed increased. Washington, Oregon, Utah, and Colorado, Ted Bundy killed many people in those places and did not fail to show what he was capable of. He was arrested in Colorado, but he escaped and flew to Florida, and he continued being who he was before. When he was arrested, it caught the attention of many people as it was the first murder trial that was televised. But to all the people's relief, he was executed in 1989 with the help of an electric chair. Number 2. H. Holmes. The number of killers that Chicago had is quite a lot, but a killer which has left his mark on Chicago is H.A. Holmes. He had a normal profession of a pharmacist, and he has a torture castle, made especially to harass people, which was before a hotel. It was in the year 1893, the World's Fair, when H.A. Holmes shifted to Chicago and began customizing a building of 3 stories with all the equipment related to contraceptives that included gas lines, trapdoors, and secret passages, hallways that led to nowhere, chutes for the basement, padding for soundproof rooms, and rooms filled with torture devices scattered throughout a maze. The gas served its purpose of knocking out the guests that Holmes had so that the guests would remain unconscious and would not have to witness the worst that was to come, which often happened on his surgical tables. The bodies were then burned in the furnace of the building. The most inhuman part played by him was that he would sell the people's skeletons to medical schools and also run insurance scams. After further investigation, it was found out that he killed 30 people, and the police were only able to find out after Holmes could not fulfill a financial agreement and was ratted out. Holmes was finally hanged in 1896. Number 3. Pedro Lopez. Pedro Lopez was also known as the Monster of the Andes. He is the world's most renowned serial killer, and no one knows where he is at the moment. This dangerous man has killed 300 people in his native land, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru, where 1/3 of the women he killed were tribal. He was finally arrested in 1980. After arresting him, it came to the police's notice of 50 young girls' graves. Later it was found out that he had killed 110 teen girls in Ecuador, and he also confessed that he had murdered 240 more people in Colombia and Peru. But the sad part is, this notorious man did not spend even 20 proper years in jail. He was let out as he was on his good behavior, and now no one is aware of his whereabouts. Number 4. John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne Gacy was a construction worker. He involved himself in political affairs and even acted as a clown at children's birthday parties. He was thought to be quite considerate because of his acts, but it was the complete opposite. In 1978, he was under suspicion when a 15-year-old boy who was last seen with him went missing. However, it was not the first time that the families of the victims pointed their doubts toward John, but unfortunately, it was too late by the time police took these accusations seriously. It was not long before the police were granted a search warrant to John's house. The police were welcomed with the foul smell of 30 bodies that were buried under his home. Upon investigation, it was found that he had committed 33 murders. But that is not all. He had raped and tortured many along with that. Soon, the dangerous man was surrounded in 1994 and was executed by giving a lethal injection. Number 5. Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer started killing people quite young. He was just 18 years old in 1978 when we got involved in his first murder. He was arrested in 1991 when a person he was just about to kill escaped and led the police directly to his house. When the police went inside his home, they were dumbstruck to find his life full of evil deeds of mutilated bodies, kept in photos, and different parts of the human body were seen scattered all over his place. Additionally, he disposed of his victims' bodies with a vat of acid he possessed. Upon further investigation, it was found out that Dahmer had killed 17 people in total, and all followed a pattern of belonging to the colored race. Serving time in jail twice, once for murder and second for molesting, he was eventually killed by an inmate in 1994. Alright guys, that's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more videos just like this. See you guys next time.